What's up, my fellow puzzle pirates? Today I'm coming at you with a new app that I have been building for about a week now. I think I'm at a stopping point with it, so I don't think there will be any more updates. But it is available for installing right now. It is TOS friendly as long as you don't break it. So don't break it, please. Um, and it is called Jazz's Chat Buddy. I'm going to show you how it works today. So let's go ahead and open this. By the way, the installation link will be in the description of this video. So this is what it looks like. I'm very excited to show it to you now. And let's talk about some of the tabs here. So we've got the selling tab, the buying tab, the watch list tab, the marketplace tab, activities, settings, and a help menu that kind of goes over hopefully everything that we go over in this video. The app helps you automate your trade chat messages and keep track of items you're buying and selling. It helps you watch for items that you're interested in buying or selling, and it also allows you to look and see what other people are buying and selling in real time. In addition, I also added this activities panel to also monitor global for activities that you're interested in. The original purpose of this app for me was I wanted to be able to put Puzzle Pirates on my second monitor and not miss anything. So if I'm looking to buy something very specific or sell something very specific, or even maybe wait for a hyper spawn or something like that. You guys know I don't puzzle, but I know a lot of people do wait on hyper spawns. So I wanted to kind of make an app so where it felt like you could look away from Puzzle Pirates and focus on other things, and that you wouldn't miss the things that you're kind of on the look for. So this app is first of all, not going to work unless you start using a chat log. So you can do that by going to options in the game and going to chat, and then picking a location to save a chat file. It's usually in the documents folder. So if you don't have it on, you should turn it on, and then you should save your document for chat logging. And basically what it's doing is it's taking the chat log from this area here, and it's converting that into a simple text file that's constantly updating in the background. And what this app does is just read that chat log in order to assist you in parsing the information into something more meaningful than just text. So I'm going to actually connect the app to my chat log by clicking here. And here's my documents folder. I'm going to pick this one. This is a fresh file. It says chat log file changed to Jazz, username Jazz. And basically all that's doing is making sure that your own globals and your own trade chat messages are not being listened to, because you don't want a notification that you're selling an item when you're selling the item. So that's now there. And let's go ahead and add some things to buy and sell here. Let's say that I am selling a tan monkey, unnamed. And let's say I'm selling it for 550K. You can use full numbers, or you can use K and M. And I can also say or best offer, and I'll add that. So it's going to bring it into this sell table, and you've got some options here. First of all, if the item has decay or days left, that's where that information would be stored right here. Shows your price, or best offer. I have it turned on. I can add it to a watch list, which if I add it to a watch list now, if someone were to go into trade chat and say that they were buying a tan monkey, there would be a notification that comes in here, and there would also be a sound that plays if you wanted it to. And then also I can turn on and off items in the trade chat, and I'll explain what I mean by that in just a second. But basically, you can turn them on and off. let's go ahead and also add an item that we're buying. Let's say that I was in the market for a war frigate and I wanted to pay 400K. I don't know if that's a good price, but let's say I also wanted it to be ported near Admiral. Then I could add that as well. And I could also put that on the watch list. All right. And so now that we have something on the buy list and the sell list, let's go ahead and show you this other feature. If I look down at the bottom here, it says 2 items, add items to automatically generate trade chat messages. And it says stopped. When I hit the start button, the app is going to start flashing red and yellow to let you know that a trade chat message has been prepared for you. So I click this button to copy the message, and then I can go into the chat and paste it. And as you can see, your items have been converted to a sort of trade chat text parsing that makes sense, that is legible, and other people can read it. So I could put that in right now. And then you can also see down here at the bottom, it says next in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So what's happening is the application knows that trade chat has a 5-minute cooldown. And so now you can go about whatever else you're doing on your computer, not worrying about whether or not you're going to remember to hit the trade chat copy button. Now, the unique thing about this is that if I were to continue to add items to this list, let's see, I just want to do some illustrative adding, buying, and selling items here. Let's say 10 swigs of hot pink dye. And there we go. And let's add a pet. How about a penguin? How about rope coils in blue and orange? And let's see, I'll just add that there. Just continuing to add items here. Yeah, we'll do rogue marks. I'm buying rogue marks for 4,000 a piece. Who isn't, right? And let's say that I'm also buying, now the furniture and the trinket system, because there's so many, you just have to start typing the name of the item in order to find it within the list. Let's say that I'm buying desktop bombs for 12K each, and let's say that I'm in the market for a dark sloop. Oh, notification just happened. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's say I'm in the market for a dark sloop, and I'm buying one, so I'm not really gonna say what I'm offering yet. Let's also say I want to buy an ironmonger on Admiral. Sure, why not? Now you can see here at the bottom, next message, 2 messages generated. So what's going to happen now is when we get to the flashing after 5 minutes, it's going to, when I click this copy button, give me a second trade chat message. And another cool feature is we have this chat test button. And the chat test button pulls up basically a log of the items and how they have been parsed into separate messages, just so that you can see what's going on. It is pretty smart. It's designed to try and fit a lot within the 230 character limit of a trade chat. And also I have a setting on right now to prioritize selling. So that means that selling will be the first thing that's generated in the trade message, followed by buying. You can flip that around if you like. Let's address the sound we just heard. So what was happening here is that in my version of this application, I have all of these activities checked, which means I am currently subscribing to alerts in global chat for all of these activities. So if I look over here in the game, it says Maya Moop Global Chats 2 more for 25k hearts. Well, now it's parsed this information into Maya Moop wants to play hearts, is wagering 25k. I can read the full message inside the application like this. I could even copy it if I need to. If the information is wrongfully parsed, you can click this button here and it will add that message to a blocked list that basically makes sure that if that person were to put out the same ad or character for character, it would not be misread and put back into this activity list. Then another cool thing is that I can click this reply button here and it will auto copy a message to send to Maya Moop that says, I'll play. Or check this out. Nasty Thing just said 1 more for Skelly's at Squibnocket. So it says that it's at Squibnocket, and I can click reply here and paste here. I'm on the way. It seems that the 5-minute timer is up, so let me click copy here and grab the second trade chat message. And here it is. And there we go. Now we have a Kraken hunt. McNulty is advertising a Kraken hunt at the league point. And again, I could click this button here and say job me. So if anything, even if you're not really a merchant type, I think the activities section might be good for you. We're going back over now to the marketplace. Now I want to say that the marketplace parsing is probably the hardest thing to code because it's just so much stuff and people say things in trade chat in such weird ways that it's really difficult to accurately parse everything 100%. So I apologize for that, but trust me when I tell you I tried my darndest. But look, let's take a look at this. T Marty says selling Plum Yeti unnamed 800k. It's a Yeti, it's unnamed. Yes, it's Plum and it missed that. But it did pretty good. Let's see. Buying a cranberry hatted monkey and a shadow hatted monkey. It didn't pull cranberry. Not sure why. But it did pull a shadow-hatted monkey, which was pretty good. And if they were to advertise something on my watch list, which I should probably add a bunch of things to the watch list so that you could see that. Oh, Cursed Isles, check notice board. Great. If I add all these things to the watch list, then maybe we'll get a hit on the watch list hits section here. And when you do, the unique thing about this area is you can also write notes within this area if you wanted to just keep a note to self that this person was selling something that you were buying, and let's say that you couldn't agree on a price, but you wanted to write in what the lowest they would go, let go of their item for was, then you can keep tabs on that. Now, this popping over to the activity section, of course, is going to be very annoying. So I would not recommend that you subscribe to literally every activity in the game. But we can just pick the games that we are interested in, and that should be good. It has this looking for / hosting, because some people go into the global chat and they say they're looking for preflop, right? Or they're looking for a hyper, or they're looking for a fray. The data coming in is the system is smart enough to understand that when someone's looking for an activity to be hosted, that doesn't mean they're hosting the activity. And so that should keep it from alerting you, just to tell you, if you're on the hunt to join a hyper, you shouldn't be getting pinged every time someone else is on the hunt for a hyper, right? So let me see if I can ask someone to put something in the chat for me here. Let's see. Can you just say in trade chat, buying rope coils? Favor for video. Um, let's see. While we're waiting on that, let's see how the thing's parsed here. Buying an unnamed orange otter. Did I get an orange otter in here? In the marketplace? Nope. An ice otter? Nope. Plum otter? Nope. Okay. San Francisco's buying a sloop. And another thing that you might notice, do you remember T. Marty's message? You remember T. Marty's message earlier that he was trying to get a Plum Yeti for 800K and that it didn't parse correctly. Well, the lower entry is now gone, so the system's smart enough to try and parse things into unique rows, and if something is a repeat, it just brings it back up to the top of the menu, but it doesn't actually it didn't work. No watch list hit for this one. But sometimes it'll be smart enough to do that. Oh, you know why? It's because this is too specific. This gives me an opportunity to double click into here and change the colors back to just normal rope coils. And then if someone else were to type that, that would be great too. So let's copy here, and I could paste this. And now, again, we would have a new list of items to post in trade chat. So anyways, that is pretty much the whole system. I want to make sure that I haven't missed anything here, so I'm just going to review. You did just see you can double click something to edit the item within the menus. You can sort by the different columns. So if you want to see things sorted by category or by price, you could do that. Let's see. Another sword fight wager from Indies. Really wants to wager in sword fight. You can enable pop-up notifications for watch list hits. Rather than just a sound and a pull to the tab, you can also get pop-ups. You can edit your volume settings here. You can turn on and off the timer sound and just rely on the flashing border of the screen. And also, just a unique feature here is that you can export your entire marketplace log to a CSV. You could share it with someone else. Eventually, my idea is that we could all share these into one central location that could run marketplace data. And if I click into it, you'll notice that it's not a chat log anymore. It's only trade chat. So you can see right here, it's not showing any information about your personal trades or anything like that. It's only looking at trade chat messages. So for that reason, they're safe to send and share with your friends. I think that's all that I really have to show you guys today. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about the app. And just a friendly reminder that we are still filling the schedule for Sailing for St. Jude. It happens on May the 2nd, and this year you can either do live stream or you can do something pre-recorded and submit. We still have to fill basically 19 hours of day. So if you have any ideas for content or you'd like to stream a puzzle for an hour, please get in touch. Okie dokie, guys. Well, thanks so much for listening to me drone on and on and on. Hope this helps you with all your wonderful trading, and have a good day. Bye.